Hey, drummers, we're going to lay down some rhythms for Pirates of the Caribbean right there. All right, some things you need to remember is if you're following along, this right here means to repeat the last measure. It happens a few times. There's one right there, there's another one right there, and you're always going to repeat the last measure. There's one right there. You're going to repeat that measure. Okay, these numbers are just called rehearsal numbers. 8, and then what's the next one? 17. That's so if somebody gets lost, I can say, hey, everybody go to 17. Okay, or we can start there. I'm trying to think of anything else. Okay, quick tutorial on the notes, notation. So you're going to, each one of these is going to be 1/3 of the measure. So it says 3, 4 here, so this is 1 and a 2 and 3 and 1 and a 2 and 3 and. The 16th notes, which are the double-lined ones, are faster than the 8th notes. Okay, so the 8th notes actually go faster than a quarter note. So that's going to go 1 and a 2 and 3 and 1 and a 2 and 3 and, just like that. Drumsticks, quick tip. Speaking of tips, make sure you get 2 drumsticks that have exactly the same tip, okay? And 2 that match. Don't get one drumstick and like an inside stick and then a marching stick, okay? One is so much bigger than the other, and it really does make a difference, okay? You're going to hold it not like this. Well, you should know this by now, but we're going to hold it like this. It's a little bit of on the end, like an inch or 2 on the end, and then you're going to be out like this. This is not a it's not a lazy man sport, lazy person sport. Okay, I'm going to start it. I'm going to go all the way to rehearsal number 26. There are going to be some changes. I'm going to try to warn you, but I can't talk and do rhythm at the same time. But I challenge you to do that. See what happens. I wouldn't even take the challenge. I'd just concentrate on playing the rhythms, okay? The rest of the band is still working on their notes, so we're going to take this slow. But besides this, this part does go a little bit slower, and it says majestically. So the way we're going to think about it is as if there were soldiers marching and getting ready for the soldiers' little war, if you will, against the pirates, or the pirates. We're just getting ready, just getting warmed up, okay? Warmed up for the conflict of the story. If you have a chance to watch the movie, it's really quite riveting, and it's funny too. And the music is pretty awesome by Klaus Badelt, and the arrangement by Michael Sweeney. All right, so here we go. So the beginning goes very slowly with the rest of the band. Ba-da-da. In 4. Ba-da-da. And here's your cue. Anticipatory 2 notes. Dot, 2, dot. And we're ready. 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2 and 3. Repeat. Watch out, different. Same. We're into 17. Made it all the way to 26. Now we've got a 4 measure rest, and that looks like right there. So how are we going to keep track of that? Well, I've got a great idea. Let's do this. Since it's in 3, 4, and we know it is, and we've been counting 1 and a 2 and 3 and, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, and you're ready again. 4, 2, 3. And this part is very tricky, so I'm going to take it a little bit slower just so I can play it and count it so you can learn it. So 1 and 2 and a 3 and. That's how it's going to go. So 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 34. Okay? That's how that goes. I'm going to go on at 34. If you want to go back and do that little tricky passage, you can stop the video and go back and learn it, and then you're going to go right into 34. Okay, I'm going to go all the way to 40, and I might go on, I'll probably go on a little bit more. Okay, so here is 34. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and. Okay, so those last two measures, that brings us right to 40. That's almost, it's almost a drum cadence for a marching band. So I'm going to play the last two measures before 40, and then I'm going to talk about 40. That picks up a little bit faster. So it's 1 and 2, 3 and 1 and 2, 3 and boom. And there's 40 right there, okay? So actually that part right there, the two measures before 40, are kind of like a signal to the whole band that now everybody, we're getting ready to go faster. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, so I'm going to do that one more time. 1 and 2, 3 and 1 and 2, 3 and 40. I slowed it down. 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 3. Now, at 47, you're going to go to the rim. This is the rim of the drum, all the way around, but we're going to just play up here. Actually, you could play it up here, whatever feels comfortable. I kind of like this over here, so I'm going to play it back here. So I'm going to take us all the way to 55 and go back to 47, because 47 and 55 repeats. Okay, so let's see, 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, and 3, and that's how it's going to go. The last measure is going to be, last two measures are going to be 1, 2, 3, 1, and 2, and 3, and 1. Okay, and then you're going to go back to 47. So I'm going to do that twice. On the rim, 1, 2, and 3, and 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 1, 2, 3, 1, and 2, and 3, and 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, and 2, and 3, and. Okay. I have to admit, I stuck. I did a wrong sticking on that. So the second time I did it correctly. So anyway, that's how to do it. Okay. So if you've got idle time sitting around in band waiting for everybody else to get their notes, why don't you work on your notes? Okay. And maybe we can go outside with the weather so nice and you guys can work on it. But it's up to you. All right. You got this. All right.